Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome back to 777 messages. So, today we're going to do your special person's intentions towards you. And so we have 3 piles to choose from. Take your time. The timestamps will be in the description down below, and I'll see you in your reading. Hello, pile number 1. You chose the first pile, and here we have these 3 guidance cards, which I'm going to open at the end of this video. I have already pulled some cards in front of me. So I asked for confirmation if you know that this reading is surely for you, about your person, and we have 3 cards there, which are the King of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, and 7 of Cups. And then we have some cards for their intentions. Okay. So starting off with who is this person? How can you distinguish them? Okay, so they're showing up as the King of Cups energy. So this person is somebody who can be deeply emotional or deeply connected to their intuition, their emotions. However, they have a little bit of reserved energy. King of Cups is often reserved emotions. They can be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They don't have to be, but they have this almost very mature energy to them. Also, they could be handling multiple things. They could have multiple things going on in their life. They could also be someone who juggles a lot between responsibilities and maybe connections. They can also sometimes maybe confuse you a little bit emotionally, or they could sometimes be emotionally clouded. This is someone you can be fantasizing about a lot as of right now. And I feel like they do fantasize about you too a lot. And also, they could have like a prominent imagination. They could be someone creative, don't have to be, but I feel like they do have like this emotional energy to them. Which doesn't always necessarily mean that, they're showing emotion, but they do have the emotional depth. There is something about emotional maturity here. There is steadiness here, okay? So we have some cards here of their intentions towards you, which is really interesting because the overall energy here is the Page of Wands. So this person, they want to talk to you. They want to explore this connection. They are kind of like in this energy of a little explorer, like Dora the Explorer here. I feel like they could be like very passionate towards you, or like very turned on by you, or like they're kind of like there is something about adventure here. Maybe this is your friends with benefits. Maybe this is someone that you're like just casually seeing. It doesn't have to be, but like this could be someone that you share a passionate connection with, or you feel a spark between you two. Like there is obvious spark, especially from this person's side. I feel like sometimes they can hide it, sometimes they can't. It's very interesting childlike energy. Maybe you two awaken inner children within you, especially if you consider to be like very grown. I feel like when you two are together, there can be like this little innocent energy coming through from them. Now, what is their intentions? I love this energy, first of all. So starting off, we have the 2 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. Actually, 2 of Wands is clarified by 3 of Pentacles. So this person is in a planning mode. They're planning on how they can build here. I love that because we have the progression energy. So we have 2 and a 3, and then we also have the 8 and the 9, from 8 of Cups to 9 of Cups here as well. So I feel like this person is in deep thought about you. I feel like they're kind of right now kind of looking at the bigger picture of things. So also maybe even kind of considering the past, or looking into the past and how it shaped your guys' connection up until now. I feel like, I don't know if there's communication. There might not be communication at this time, but this person is in this deep reflective mode where they are kind of planning on how to come in and how to set the foundations, how to build something with you. I feel like they could be moving away from a lot of things right now. They could be dismantling some limiting beliefs. I feel like there's a lot of inner work that is being done at this time. Even if this person is not as spiritual, I feel like they're kind of in the consciousness doing the work, or dismantling things that no longer serve them, so they can move in the 9 of Cups. So I feel like this person right now, they're in an energy of moving towards emotional fulfillment by themselves. So kind of like moving into more of the things that they love, more of the things that they want. So if they haven't been talking to you, they have been definitely working on themselves and their sense of fulfillment within themselves. I feel like if this is somebody who is very emotionally mature, I feel like they're very aware that they can't come in just like half, like with a cup half full, or they cannot come in if they don't feel established or happy within themselves. So this person could be working on their career, mastering something, but I feel like moving into from a place of like not feeling so satisfied, maybe even about this situation or about this, about their life, personal life. They're moving into this Nine of Cups. They want to feel emotionally satisfied, right? And it's interesting because we have the King of Pentacles and the Fool here. So this person, I feel like they want a new beginning here, but they want to come in and stable and grounded in this energy, because, you know, it's interesting because King of Cups energy is the emotional energy. It is the kind of more not so grounded energy. It is emotional energy, but when you move into the King of Pentacles, this emotional energy and the feelings that they feel is grounded in the 3D. So if they're showing up as the King of Cups now, which is kind of more like in the air emotions, like maybe not even expressing themselves, they want to move into a stable version of the King of Cups. And the stable version of the King of Cups, it is the King of Pentacles. Somebody who knows what they want, somebody who is a master of their own world. So I feel like this person right now, they're working a lot on their independence or on their focused on their work. But I feel like this ties to you because they want to show up in a stable energy. And I feel like they will. I feel like there's going to be a completely new beginning. Don't be surprised if this person comes through as a completely different person, or like not a completely different person, but they step into this connection with a different approach, a more grounded approach. Maybe the next time that you see this person, you will recognize that they have been they feel much different. They feel kind of more grounded, maybe even more calm in the way that they express themselves. They might even feel a little bit more assured within themselves, especially if they're working towards their abundance. I feel like the next time that they show up, they're gonna have their resources. They're gonna be in this King of Pentacles energy. Maybe you even inspire this person to be in the King of Pentacles energy. Maybe you inspire them to work on themselves, or you inspire each other, which is really beautiful. I feel like this person, they want to materialize kind of the feelings that they have. And again, like the King of Cups energy is much in the air. It's the emotions, it's the water energy, it's the intuition, it's the, emotions are like, they're not tangible. They're just like a way of feeling. But the King of Pentacles is tangible energy, like showing up, like actual grounded, stable, present energy in your life. So I feel like they could be moving through that. We also have the High Priestess here. So I'm also seeing like that this person, you and this person could be intuitively connected, or you can feel each other intuitively. Also, this person sees you as a very intuitive, somebody who knows a lot. You could be having a lot of spiritual knowledge, or you're just like very in tune with yourself, in tune with your feminine energy. They could also potentially pick up on you working behind the scenes or working on yourself. I feel like they're kind of like, if you are separated and if you're both like working on each other, I feel like this person intuitively picks up that you're mastering something or that you're working towards something. And I feel like might maybe inspire them to come forward with an emotional offer or with some form of a message, Page of Cups is lovely energy because it is the crush like energy. It is the emotional expression, something small, but coming from a genuine heart. Because when you look at this kid right here, being in the Page of Cups energy, like the cups, the emotions, it is the kind of emotional expression that is almost like childlike and comes from like innocence almost. So yeah, I feel like right now, whatever is happening within your connection, this person is their intentions is to ground themselves within themselves so they can come forward in a way that you deserve, in a way that is fulfilling. So this person is their intentions are kind of like focused on the thought of how they can work on this, how can they build the connection, and they might not have all the answers right now, but I feel like this person knows what they need to do. They need to ground themselves, especially their emotions, especially if they've been holding back emotions. This person could be going through a phase of emotional maturing in a way that is helping them not lose themselves in their emotions, but approach you in a stable way that is content, that is real, that is accountable, like that you can count on them type of energy. So I feel like intuitively you could both be working on yourselves, and this is going to be your like biggest confirmation if you've been kind of like, I don't know if you've been detached from this idea energy, or like you've been like also working on yourself, mastering something. I feel like this person has been picking up on that energy intuitively, and they're kind of like it almost like inspires them, like you inspire them, you inspire this person to be better, to change, to evolve, and to think more, or like work more even on their subconscious, or the parts of their subconscious that like need attention right now. So I feel like this person right now, they're working on themselves. They could be like working a lot, they could be like looking into new income streams, or finding some form of a way in which they can come in, not like maybe emotionally scattered, or like emotionally like rich in a way where it's like overwhelming almost, especially if they currently are juggling things, or like there could be emotionally confused at this time. They're finding a way to, I feel like, ground themselves in a 3D, in a real world, looking at that bigger picture of the situation, so they know what to do next. I feel like this person, when they come in, they will come in more stable, maybe financially, but more stable in how they express their emotions. This person might come in literally like feeling like really like, especially if in the past they come off as like very emotionally reserved, or kind of like, you know, that they're very like, you know, that they feel a lot, but they might not always express it, or they kind of like really choose and pick how they express themselves. Well, this person is right now in this transitional mode where I feel like they're moving into the more of the things that they want in their life, moving into more of this Nine of Cups energy, which is wish fulfillment energy. So maybe they're pursuing a dream of a kind, or they're doing something like they're focused, you know, see this page, like they're focused, and you could inspire this person, or like there is this energy of like being very focused on you, but in a way that inspires them to be focused on themselves, if that makes sense. So the next time that they come in, they're gonna come in very grounded. Like they might even like feel like it's easy to talk to them in a way, like even when you talk about emotions or like feelings, I feel like they will have a very grounded approach in how they express themselves without holding back anymore, which is beautiful, because I feel like there is some form of a transformation here happening for this person and for you as well. And I love that underneath the page here, we have the 10 of Wands. So, 10 of Wands. Yeah, 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is releasing the baggage, releasing the pressure, the feeling overwhelmed by emotions. But the Wheel of Fortune, shifting cycles. So there is divine timing in play here, but there is also like shifting in play. So something within this person is shifting. It's interesting because my sister told me a long time ago is that the King of Cups is like the kind of energy that is like, you know, emotional, blah, 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 blah. They have all these promises. They have this, all this like love and emotions, but they might not do anything about it. While the King of Pentacles, he shows up. He is the grounded energy. Like King of Cups is maybe just all talk, but the King of Pentacles is doing the action, the tangible result in the 3D, if that makes sense. So I feel like this person is going through something on their own, where I feel like they're realizing a lot. They're shifting. There is a shift, you know. The Wheel of Fortune to me is, you know, not only like good fortune, but it is a shift of a cycle. So something is changing. This will be the biggest confirmation for you if you've been changing too. So if you have been yourself, working on yourself, or working on your craft, or if you've been detaching from this situation or looking at this situation from a different perspective, if you were able to kind of like maybe trust your intuition on this, or if you want to come in differently the next time that you see this person, if you want the opportunity to step into more of a grounded energy, I feel like this person has been feeling that too, and you're kind of mirroring each other in that way. We also have the Six of Pentacles, which is kind of reciprocated energy, and I love that the Queen of Pentacles is underneath. Oh, and look at these two cards. Like, their intentions is to work on this. Their intentions are to work on this, but firstly, they need to work on themselves so they can come in genuine, so they can express something. I feel like they could intuitively maybe get messages from you. They don't even always maybe know that like you're intuitively like literally maybe talking telepathy. Like telepathy here is prominent. But I feel like they can pick up on your emotions. They can pick up on how you feel in this situation, and I feel like they might not always trust that that's how you feel, that's how that's the energy that you're getting, but I feel like it's putting in them, like even if they're not intuitive, it's putting them in a mind state where they kind of like this connection is kind of in their mind, somewhere in their mind, in the back of their mind, in I feel like a lot of the things that they're doing right now, which is really beautiful. So if you've been detaching, if you've been, you know, understanding that like detaching is not saying goodbye, it is simply the act of allowing things to unfold as they should, naturally. And if you can believe that it's going to be in the best way possible, you're allowing that situation, allowing that energy to guide both of you in a way. And this is very interesting because you are special, like specifically, probably more aware than this person, more intuitive than this person, because you're watching tarot readings. Maybe they do too, but who knows? However, we who are more aware, we have the opportunity to lead the connection. Often like masculines, people think that masculine energy is the one that leads, which is kind of true, but the feminine energy narrates. So if the feminine is coming in maybe insecure or doubting the connection will, like the masculine will move in that like they will reflect that energy. But in the feminine shows up very secure, very grounded, very like chill, wanting to just, you know, hang out or whatever. It's giving this masculine the type of energy, the type of vibe that is allowing this masculine to show up in a more grounded and stable way, and it inspires masculines as well. So yeah, it's kind of like that energy plug in. Okay, so yeah, I think this is it. I think this is it. Their intentions right now are truly like working on this connection, coming in a grounded way, which is going to open this new cycle. And in this energy right now that you two are in, you might not be talking right now or you might not be together, but I feel like your biggest advice from universe is to focus on yourself, because this person is working on it. And they'll be showing up a little bit differently. But the Page of Wands is also this exploring energy. So even if they come in grounded, I feel like they wanna almost take this seriously but lightly as well, like letting things flow, exploring this connection in an adventurous way, kind of meeting each other better, or like talking more about things, like being more explorative with how you two connect and what you two talk about. But I feel like they definitely want to shift something. They want to shift the cycle or move into a more pleasant and more content, grounded energy in this connection. So this could be like a beginning of a new cycle within this connection, where you two are showing up differently, both of you. And I feel like your biggest advice is to keep focusing on yourself and to keep being maybe not detached from this situation, but to, like, you know, when you think of them, think about the better things of the connection and how it can unfold naturally, and how you two can, like, you know, meet each other in a way that is giving you both the space to breathe, but also allowing this connection to lead you both. Okay, so now we're gonna see the advice for you. We have birthing a new age. Are you kidding me? New beginnings. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Yes. Like, I feel like if you've been manifesting this person, or if you've been wanting a better outcome in this situation, the way that your subconscious or your thoughts or anything of that sort, like, is narrating this energy right now is truly what is leading towards new beginnings, which is interesting because you chose pile number one. Ones are truly the energy of new beginnings. And I love that. I love that. You have the opportunity to manifest a better outcome next time that you see this person. It's just the way that you approach the situation and the way that you feel about it now. But bringing this into your awareness is also allowing you to understand that, like, you know, everything happens in divine timing, and you can always trust in better days. You can always choose better outcomes, which is directly corresponding. And if you two mirror each other, it's kind of like you give this person energetic space to ground themselves in a way that they can show up in a way that you deserve, because the energy that you radiate right now in your room, in your space, they can feel it when they think of you, right? So it's giving you, you're kind of like with your divine energy, you're giving this person ideas. And I love that. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Are you kidding me? Like that's it. Like literally breaking the chain of how it was before, especially if things were like kind of here and there emotionally confusing. You have the opportunity to break that chain. You have the opportunity to rewrite what you thought was possible in this relationship. And maybe you watched my last reading and maybe that resonated for my single people. And we have awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. Are you kidding me? Look at this card. It's beautiful. So definitely an energy of an awakening, definitely an energy of like both of you. Like it's not just about this person's intentions. It's not about just them. It's about that the fact that both of you have been wanting to break out of how it was in order to dream this new energy into being, into and bring it into the connection. And if you're very aware, if you've been very like spiritual and maybe you've been going through awakenings and ascensions yourself, this has all been kind of the energy of preparation, of understanding that you can change things that you don't like in a connection. Like you don't have to be stuck in a one way. Nothing is lost. You don't have to trap yourself in the mentality of like, this person will never change or things will never get better. Like the people underestimate the power of choosing better, of choosing differently, because it's hard. It's a conscious work. It's a conscious practice, but it is possible to shift relationships in a way that benefits you both if you're both willing to come from a honest, grounded perspective that is rooted in reality and not confusion or imagination or illusions, right? So yeah, guys, this is it. I love this energy for you. Good luck on your journey. Also, if you have any ideas for pick-a-pile readings, comment them down below. I want to fulfill all your wishes because I've been thinking like about what should I do for my pile, like for my pick-a-cards, pick-a-piles. And I'm like there's so many things and I have zero to no ideas. So this one came to me this morning, so I recorded it. So yeah, anyways, see you on the next one. Hello, pile number 2. You chose the second pile, and this is going to be your reading on what are your person's intentions towards you right now. We have a lot of cards in front of us. I have 3 cards to kind of like tell you about this person's energy right now, so you know that this person is the person that you're asking about, and their energy is coming up as the 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, and 3 of Pentacles. So a lot of Pentacles energy here. This person could be Gemini. No, maybe a Gemini. Okay, not a Gemini. This person could be Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. They can also be Aries. They can be Scorpio. They can be Pisces. And what else I wanted to say? Cancer. You know, signs are not important. The energy is. So these 3 cards are going to be the advice that we're gonna look at the end. I didn't look at these cards, so we're gonna see where we go from here. So this person has a very interesting energy right now. There is a lot of like, first of all, we have 999. Are you kidding me? Look at these 9s. And the 9 of Pentacles is clarified by the 9 of Wands. And 9 of Swords is clarified by the 7 of Swords. So we have a lot to talk about. Okay, listen. So this person's energy, first of all, how they're showing up, or how can you know that this is surely them? So this person is definitely in a stage of like working on their career. This could be someone who is very career oriented. They could be building something. They could have started a business. They could have a promotion recently. They could have I feel like they're planting some seeds. They're doing something, reevaluating. You'll know that this person is a part of like they could be working on their long-term success right now. So they're really, really focused on their long-term success, or they could be radiating this energy that they're really in this energy. Now, there's something about this person's family that could be significant. There could be also a part of the community. They could have a lot of people around them, or they could have like a lot of friends. Maybe they have a big ass fucking family, like literally 2 dogs and like 10 people in like, it doesn't matter. It does. But like, this person, they might be surrounded by a lot of people. They might have like a friend group, and they might there might be a trio here. like 3 people in like them and 2 more people in their friend group or whatever. They might be like, you know how people have like, how guys have like those, like, I have my 2 bros and like we're slaying and serving together, like we're about to get that bag and shit. Maybe that's like, I'm getting a little bit of Lethe energy, if you know him, the songs. I just love that. And I've been like obsessed with his song. I don't even know how it's said, but like liche, martini, liche, whatever. The beat is insane, and maybe it has some significance in this song, like, what you want. How does that part go? You let go, baby, won't you come right back to me? Baby, if you say so, baby, won't you come right back to me? anyways, so this person is very, very focused on the like abundance. Like they could be like very, or they could be like, maybe they had some form of a celebration, or like some kind of like maybe a wedding that they attended, or like some kind of like a party. It's not even a party, it's like a gathering of people, and specifically family gatherings. Maybe they're someone who has family gatherings or family dinners of some kind. I feel like they do have a lot of people around them, or they could be working in a company that has a lot of people in there, like a lot of people. Now, what are this person's intentions towards you? So I feel like they're awakening to the long-term potential of this connection. It's interesting because we have like the Knight of Pentacles, and the Judgment is clarifying the Knight of Pentacles. So awakening to the long-term potential. I feel like not only about their career, but about how do you fit into this into their life in a way. I feel like there is some clarity that they've been like receiving right now, especially about the past. They could be moving through this, like maybe planning or like wanting a new beginning in this connection. But I feel like right now it's interesting because I feel like there is not a lot of movement. They could be like in this like processing mode. There is something about maybe meditation or contemplation, introspection that they've been going through. They could be resting, especially if they've been going through something on their own. They could be resting or like reevaluating. Maybe if there's something like in this connection happened, it could have been like they needed a time out, almost energy. But the 8 of Wands is clarifying this. So I feel like in this period of rest, I feel like there's a lot of energy that is happening around them, or they have a lot of thoughts or a lot of ideas that are kind of pointed at them and kind of like going at them. So even in this, I feel like in this period of rest, especially if you guys don't talk right now, or if the communication is here and there, I feel like this person is really in this almost this passive energy where I feel like they could be healing from something hurtful, or they could be going through this almost ascension, because the overall energy is the Hangman, and Hangman has a lot to do with surrendering and shifting a perspective, looking at the things from a different angle. Now, I don't know if this is about the past, but I feel like their finances could be limiting them a lot, or their sense of a need for independence is kind of like, I almost want to say a little bit making them guarded. I mean, this might be someone who wants to show up in their like independent, self-sufficient energy. Like they want to be like really like out and about. Maybe this is someone who cares about how they're being perceived or how they look. And this could be like a thing from the past where maybe they had to prove themselves, or they feel like they need to prove themselves without like anybody literally trying to. It's interesting, this energy, because I feel like they're to the path of their independence, of their success, they have been on this path for a long time. And I feel like there could be a lot of limitations, or they could see a lot of limitations in their awakening life, just because maybe they don't have money, or maybe they don't have enough, which doesn't give me the lack mindset, but it's like, it's almost this energy like they want to be rich and then invest in a relationship, or they want to like have it all figured out before they come into a relationship with you, or think about relationships in general. I feel like this need for independence is making them struggle a lot. 9 of Swords is overthinking the shit out of everything, and 7 of Swords is like it's pointed at the 9 of Swords, which is kind of, the 7 of Swords is like deception, or kind of like sabotaging thoughts. So they're overthinking, their overthinking could be like very sabotaging to this connection, because if they've been closed off, or maybe guarded, or they did not pursue the next step in this connection. It's because they've been so focused on their long-term success and their long-term potential, or on their long-term plans, that they have been kind of like almost anxious about it, which is interesting because they're showing us the 10 of Pentacles. And so this person might show you, or like come in this energy like, oh, everything is going good for me, like I'm on top of my game all the fucking time, I'm working on multiple things. But I feel like behind closed doors, they're overthinking the shit out of their career, about their independence, sense of independence. And this could be someone, for all that I know, this could be someone who has quite a lot in their life, and they struggle sometimes to see it, but they like to show off. I feel like this person is someone who likes to show off. They like to feel seen, validated, but at the same time, that is taking away a lot of their energy, because I feel like they put on this front that they're so independent, so self-sufficient, so abundant, when in reality, like behind the closed doors, they kind of, they struggle because they're not sure if they're gonna make it. So it's interesting because I read about these two cards somewhere, and it's kind of like, this is anxiety, like what if it happens, or like what if it doesn't happen, what if it doesn't happen, like what they're working on. Like I feel like there is still a part of them that they don't trust themselves enough to feel like, am I going to make it in some form of way. Now, this person might want to communicate with you. We have two aces here. So they want to come in with something tangible. They want a new beginning, because we have the Death card and we have the Ace of Pentacles clarifying the Death card. So this person could be going through this inner transformation, or like just like some things are ending in their life. I feel like in this period of like maybe you two being at a distance or not talking, I feel like they have been going through a lot of awakenings when it comes to their long-term path and how they want to move forward. They could be in this planning mode, or they're receiving clarity about how their thoughts were sabotaging them in the past, which I feel like is allowing them to step into a new beginning. And I love in these readings how it always, like, this person's dominant energy is literally their life. I mean, today's world is insane, but I feel like this version of this person might be ending at this time, and I feel like they are thinking about a new tangible beginning. So intentions towards you are definitely a new tangible beginning, like a new opportunity that comes after a period of shedding or a period of transformation that has been kind of triggered by all the anxiety and all the past things that have happened. I feel like they're coming into this realization of how they have contributed to certain things in this connection. And I feel like if their mind was very much like rambling and very like almost like tormenting, I want to say, right now as we speak, they're in a period of rest, retreat. They could be like, if this is somebody who is very social, they could be like literally isolated right now. Like this is somebody who is in the isolation mode right now, and in this mode they're receiving a lot of downloads. They could be receiving a lot of different ideas, a lot of different paths, or there's almost like they're resting. So this momentum is kind of building within them, where they're, I feel like, seeing more clearly about the path ahead, especially about the path between you two guys. If you two had like really complicated past, I feel like this person doesn't want to bring that energy again into the connection, because I feel like this person could be aware that, like, you know, things can be the same, or there is some kind of a change. Now, I'm not sure that this person is very spiritually aware. I feel like they're going through this season with like some kind of like rational energy or like rational approach to a situation, but they're kind of like I feel like they're reflecting a lot. They could be meditating, they could be dreaming about you, they could be getting signs through their dreams, and their intentions are mainly like, I feel like, focused on a new beginning that is going to dismantle this past and that is going to end one way of being in this relationship for something new to begin. And right now they're in this period, they're in a pause, okay? Right now they're in a pause because it's very much needed for their own sanity, especially because I feel like maybe this person has not told you how much they overthink their finances or how much they struggle. And it's not even that they struggle. This is a very interesting energy. They're overthinking the shit out of it. Like, this person could have, like, enough resources to get by and like live comfortably. But what stresses them out is the fact that they want more, and because they want more, they want to show up as more, even though they can show up now as they are and they will be fully accepted. They choose to want more and more and more, and this is not greed. This is I feel like this is they're going through this realization of like, can I make more? Can I like, if they have like a certain monthly revenue, can I exceed that revenue in a way that just makes me like, hell yeah, I'm making it, right? Even if they have the resources, even if they live comfortably, I feel like they maybe people or around them, maybe like expectations that they put on themselves. I don't think people around them maybe much expect from this person anything, but I feel like maybe this person has been really like in this energy of wanting to go from this 9 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles, going like as I said, like really like focused on their career. However, it's interesting because I feel like when they think about that future, when they think about the life that they want to live, you're somehow in there. And I feel like this is a very beautiful energy because I feel like both of you stimulatedly are on your own path, right? But this person, they see the future path with you. They see the success with you. This could be someone you talk about your goals with, or you two have like very like long-term goals, or you both want a sense of independence. I don't know how this energy affects you. Maybe you've been in your kind of like if you've been in a more calm energy, in a more present energy when it comes to your work and how you show up and your plans for the future, I feel like you could have been like slightly influencing this person to realize how their past has been sabotaging them in many ways. So this person right now is in timeout mode. I feel like they're going through an awakening of a sort, and in this awakening I feel like is helping them to let go, to surrender, and to feel more present in the connection, or to shift the perspective. So I feel like their intentions right now is to change something. So change the way that they approach this connection. And I love that the Emperor is here underneath. So they want to show up in a stable, grounded Emperor energy. So I feel like whatever is happening right now, I feel like they're gaining the clarity upon the overthinking, upon the how their thoughts and the ways of thinking have been sabotaging this connection in the past. Now it's interesting because we do have 999. 999 is literally like the endings of cycles. It is the energy of release, or like final push before the cycle is closed. So I feel like their intentions right now are kind of at the standstill, because I feel like they do want long-term potential with you. They want maybe even a stable ground connection. They maybe even want a commitment. But I feel like right now, they're trying to figure out how they can start a completely new cycle. How can they... I think they're going through this period of like of transformation, as I said, but like also a new perspective, a new truth, a new beginning that is clear, that is precise, intentional. Because I feel like they do see you. They could be like fantasizing about you, or they could be like daydreaming about like communication or how they can come in. I feel like they wanna like the old way of this connection to end, and I feel like this ending of the way that it was is the opportunity for a new tangible way. Now, I don't know when or how this is going to happen, and tarot can never tell you exactly the timing. People who say that it can, they're fucking lying to you, because everything happens in divine timing. For each and every one of us, it's different. I feel like, so what you need to know here is that like I feel like what this person is going through right now is realizing how they're not so limited after all, and how like they can have you in their life and you two can build together, and how you might even support them through all of it, or they might support you through your own journey. But I feel like they have been reflecting on the past a lot, and this person wants to show up in a new way. This person wants to show up in a new way that doesn't limit you, but creates kind of momentum. If this person hasn't been consistent, it's because they have been going out of their fucking mind about their life, about their fucking finances, especially if they want to show up as like the king, as the emperor, as like, I have it all figured out, baby, you don't have to worry about nothing. This person might want to be a provider so bad, but they are not sure if they can provide still. So they're going through this like kind of like understanding that like good things take time. Like the plans for the future, it's not like, this is something that you work on. This is something that you like, especially in this connection. Like, not a single relationship is perfect. I feel like whatever is happening around them right now, they're gaining a lot of clarity, like a lot of clarity, especially about the past and how they want to be in this connection in the future. So this, I feel like this energy will be at the standstill for some time, because this person is, I feel like, dismantling old beliefs, old sabotaging thoughts, and I feel like stepping into a version of himself that is maybe a little bit less guarded, but actually like wanting to tell you the truth or wanting to talk to you about these things, because I feel like it's important for this person to understand that it's okay to express themselves. It's okay to say, yo, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm kind of like worried, or like, I don't know how I'm gonna pull this off, or like, so yeah. Their intentions towards you are truly to come into this connection in a new way. That after they've learned and integrated these lessons that are happening right now for them. So this person is going through a period of deep transformation, and they will be coming out with a new beginning, with a new offer. They might come in with something tangible. You know, Ace of Swords is clarity, truth, communication, a message, a call. But the Ace of Pentacles is like something tangible, like maybe seeing you, taking you out on a date, maybe even like giving you a present of kind, or like, I heard sending you a letter, maybe not. But the Ace of Pentacles is the opportunity, like, let me see you. Well, the Ace of Swords is kind of like, I'm gonna call you, let's talk. But the Ace of Pentacles is more of like, wanna see me, let's hang out type of energy. So their intentions are like definitely this new beginning that comes after they have changed. Interesting. Their family could be very, very supportive of them, or like they could be like greatly helping them through this time. I feel like it's just I feel like their own ways of thinking that were very much sabotaging the way that they were showing up. This person could be like really, like, I don't know, maybe this person struggles with finances, but maybe they don't struggle with finances. They struggle with the idea of making more. Interesting, very interesting energy. Ooh, okay, let's see your advice or your guidance when it comes to this energy. So we have the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So there is definitely a shift. They could be like still in this energy before walking through that, like almost like a portal or a door before this transformation. They're still going through it kind of energy. And your guidance is kind of like to trust that, or to understand that even if like you're away from this person, you two are kind of like also at the same time crossing this threshold. It's interesting. You could be mirroring each other, or you could feel their energy, and it's kind of like it's putting y'all both through, I feel like, some changes before you two come together. What is this? Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. Yeah, you could have like a lot of impact on this connection, or impact on this person. You might inspire this person to change, or the idea of you in their head is, I feel like, allowing them to I feel like, understand themselves better, or to forgive themselves for not having everything figured out. Because like, what, like, you don't have to always have everything figured out, even though like that's a form of like wanting to control things, which is not healthy. But I hope this person realizes that, which seems to me that they might, and I feel like they will. And also with the Sisterhood of the Rose, you might, like, maybe your advice is, maybe, I don't even know, to hang out with your girlfriends, to hang out with like your family more, or also to be more connected to the feminine energy right now of receiving. and maybe even not trying to control the outcomes, but like rather trust that what is happening for the divine reason. Because I feel like you do have a lot of like high priestess knowledge to you. I think you know things, and so you might be even picking up on this energy when it comes to this person, and you might not quite like put a finger on it. This person. And we have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. So trust in divine timing, trust in the divine plan, because what is happening right now with this person is beneficial for your guys' growth. 44 on a timer was, as I said that. So 444 is like literally protection, building foundations that are kind of like, they're establishing the future. Also divine guidance. Interesting. I love that energy. So yeah, guys, I think this is it. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much, and I'm gonna see you on the next reading. Hello, pile number 3. You chose the third pile, and this is going to be your person's intentions towards you. So we have 3 cards of guidance here that I'm going to open at the end, and I have some cards in front of me right now, and I have 3 cards for your person's energy, just so you know that this is surely your pile right now. Look at these 3. This person's energy. Okay. So this person right now, I feel like you don't talk to this person. It's interesting. Nobody even talks to their person right now in this collective, or like this reading as a whole. Or there might be communication. I don't even know. This person's current energy is, I feel like that they're in this reflective mode. I feel like they could be looking at the bigger picture, or they could be like looking at you from a distance. They could be like, on, if you have social media, they could be stalking you on social media, but maybe not much like action is going on. If you think about this person, maybe the energy feels conflicted with this 5 of Wands. This person right now might have a lot of like things going at them. It's almost like this like scattered energy everywhere. They could feel a little bit scattered, or they have a lot of competition around them, or maybe they have had like some kind of a like conflict within maybe their family, their friends, their friend group. They could have like, maybe you two guys had a conflict of sort, and now there is silence, or like there has been some kind of a misunderstanding. This person feels a little bit conflicted right now. And if you think of their energy, and if you feel almost this like scattered, weird fucking energy, they're definitely in some form of an inner conflict when it comes to you. Especially if you're on social media, I feel like they kind of maybe sometimes wonder like if the things that you post are about somebody else and not them. That could be a little bit triggering for this person, which is very interesting. But I feel like this person is kind of in this energy of like reevaluating, like is this connection worth investing in, or like whatever they're investing in their life. When it comes to career and stuff, I feel like they're kind of in this energy, like, is this worth my time? Especially if they are maybe thinking about changing a career, or maybe they're thinking about their own path. It's very interesting energy. Now, their intentions towards you right now. The 10 of Cups is the overall energy. So they want happily ever after here. But like there is the energy of like this person's pure intentions are literally like happiness, family, like good times, happiness, bright days. I feel like when they think of you, there is almost this energy of like they can be really happy when they're with you, or they feel really like they enjoy your energy of a sort. Now, this person is currently, I feel like, juggling a lot when it comes to their stability or their sense of self. Especially if this is a masculine, I feel like they're kind of like, I feel like they're juggling between how they can take control or authority in this situation in a way that they can lead as a masculine. Now, there is some form of an illusion here, confusion, or maybe a fear of you having other options, or maybe they have a lot of options in front of them. And it's not even, I think, about partnerships, or though it could be, but I feel like this is more so about like maybe life is pulling them in many different directions, which is tying back to that 5 of Wands energy. They could have like a lot of responsibilities, a lot of things to take care of, maybe a lot of appointments or stuff like that they need to sort out. I'm seeing something about like car insurances, or like some kind of a legal shit that they're going through. They could be like really like having a lot of things to do right now, or a lot of kind of responsibilities to tackle. Now it's interesting because the clarifiers came out these 3 cards, which are all in reverse. So I feel like this person's confusion when it comes to you, or when it comes to this connection, could be kind of like blocking some form of an awakening of them either holding back, or how they have been in this showing up in this connection that has been maybe challenging for both of you. Maybe the way that they show up in some form of way is blocking the flow of this connection, or even if there is like intention for positivity and happiness, they might be swayed away by either conflict or insecurities that arise within them, which is interesting. Now, this person, they want to work on this. They want to work on emotional fulfillment in this connection, or like showing up in a way that, like, I feel like makes you guys work through it, through the things. But I feel like this blockage of like energy here that we have is, I feel like their emotions can really cloud them sometimes. I feel like this person may not even be aware of this. This person might have a little bit of controlling issues, or like wanting to control a situation, or like they might also overthink a lot. But it's not that they're overthinking, but it's the fact that like they might have a hard time to handle multiple things at once, like maybe career or relationships, friendships, and I don't even know, like business life. Like it's almost like this person is going back and forward within their energy, trying to look stable, trying to look grounded. But in reality, I feel like they have maybe a hard time focusing on multiple things at once. They might, like when they're really locked in on something, they literally don't focus on anything else but what they're locking in on. So something about like attention here, maybe they have like a little bit of a lower attention span, or they're going through this to understand how they can work on feeling more fulfilled. So this person's intentions are kind of like right now, I don't think they know what the fuck they want here. The main energy is happiness, family, fulfillment, ultimate, emotional, 10 of cups. Like they want to be really happy with you. But I feel like whatever is happening in their emotional field right now is clouding their judgment. They don't really know what to do here. I feel like they know they want to work on this, but they also know that like they need time to reflect, or to understand how to come forward in this energy. They could be working on their craft, on their dreams, or they could be really focused on their dreams right now. There is also 7 and then 8 and then 9. So there is like the energy of progression. And then we have the 10 as well. So we have that's interesting. There is some form of a progression that is happening here. Like there is some kind of a progress that this person is making, either in their personal life, or they want to make progress in this connection. Now, the Hermit came out here and is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords. So, this person is, I feel like, aware that their next, I feel like, their next part of this journey with you is isolation. So I feel like if this person doesn't talk to you right now, I feel like it's because they're forced to look within. They're forced to, I feel like, reflect upon the past, reflect upon their emotions, and understand some things about themselves that are literally, I feel like, sabotaging this connection. It's interesting because this reflection could have a lot to do with your energy, your abundant energy, or your nurturing nature, especially if you resonate with being the Queen of Pentacles. If you love this card, I feel like you do show up in this kind of mature, grounded, stable energy. And this person, I feel like, they contemplate a lot about it. Now, 10 of Swords is the energy of like a painful ending. So I don't know if like some of you ended this, or maybe you didn't. Maybe there was an energy of a conflict that led to this 10 of Swords. It's kind of like the dead end situation, or it's kind of the it's the thoughts. It's reaching like a breakdown in thoughts. And I feel like maybe maybe they have been reflecting upon you, or some form of a like a, it's almost like energy like ending, which doesn't necessarily have to mean an ending in this connection precisely, but in the way that they see this, in the way that they approach this, in the way that they show up. I feel like right now, I feel like, you know what is interesting? It's interesting because this person, they want a good outcome. They want the best possible outcome. But something that they're doing is leading to the Ten of Swords. And I feel like your energy and the way that you show up is kind of forcing this person to look within right now. So if they're isolated, it's definitely because they're trying to understand why things unfold the way that they do, and how, like, even if there's conflict, I feel like they're trying to rise above that conflict. They might also focus a lot on work right now, or like overwork themselves, or like be in this kind of Nine of Cups energy, like almost like reserved, but also like content in maybe working or working on something. It's interesting because if you're inquiring about a masculine, this person might have a little bit of struggle with their masculine energy, the way that they show up, the actions that they take. They might be all talk but no do right now, and it's because they're avoiding something. They're avoiding to see the illusion that they have created for themselves when it comes to relationships, I think, or when it comes to connections, or when it comes to how they can balance multiple things in their life. Maybe this person has I'm not sure. I don't think this person precisely has insecurities. This person has a way of feeling, a way of thinking. And if they're not very spiritually aware, I do feel like they have a very hard time debunking why they sometimes feel certain ways. Because I feel like even if this person wants all that happy, nice with you, the way that they show up completely deflects that, which is really interesting. Your energy here, I feel like helps this, oh hell, I can't talk anymore. This person, your energy, or the feminine energy here, I feel like if you are doing good on your own, it's causing this person to feel Ten of Swords, to feel, oh my god, they're so good without me, like they can be without me. This might be someone who is competing with you. This might be someone who is literally jealous of you, of your abundance, or how you show up, because I feel like they're in this kind of unstable energy in their life right now. And it's interesting. It's blocking the flow of this connection, which is wild, because this person wants the best possible outcome, but the way that they do it is not helping. They could be like, there could be a cycle that is like literally repeating itself over and over and over and over again in this connection. And I don't know how to help this person. I literally need to help this person. And, you know, avoiding the awakening, avoiding to see the truth of the matter. If you ever had, like, if you just start talking to this person about something that they're doing and they're literally deflecting on you, oh, this person has a lot to learn, bitch. Like, this person, they have a blind eye for certain things, which is quite interesting. You know, Four of Pentacles in reverse can represent like scarcity, or like holding too tightly to something. Or releasing that control. If they do have some form of an issue with control, the Four of Pentacles in reverse can talk about releasing that control. But that shift of a cycle is being blocked by their emotional confusion, or by multiple things being in front of them, or by them maybe they want so many things in life, they don't even know where to start. And if they're working some kind of like a job or something, I feel like they think that, like, you know, all they have to do is just like keep working and working and working and working, and when things keep repeating, they're kind of like, what but I feel like the feminine here is affecting this masculine, or like this feminine, other feminine. You know, this is just like gender neutral. I don't even know. Ow. I scratched my lip. Anyways, this person's intentions right now are, I feel like, because they have this motivation to work on this connection, because they want to have their wishes fulfilled and work on this connection, I feel like this energy is forcing them to look within right now. So this person is going through, like, if this is somebody that you ended things with, they're forced to look within. They're forced to see how they have contributed to the things in this connection. They are forced to follow their inner guidance, to trust that inner voice of theirs. This person might be a little bit like mad, not at you, but like maybe specifically at other people, or they might have like some jealousy tendencies, or they want to compete with others. If this is a masculine, they want to compete with their bros. Like they want to this is a very interesting energy, honestly. You're dealing with someone who hasn't established a sense of self. I hate to break it to you, but I'm a true speaker. I don't sugarcoat shit. Which I don't want to give this wishful thinking, because the overall energy is the 10 of Cups. So whoever you're dealing with, this person wants happiness, but they have no idea how to cultivate it right now. They're emotionally clouded. Their judgment is clouded. They are they're kind of like resisting the urge to change their ways, because maybe this person likes to believe that they're always right. It doesn't have to be, but like this person likes to believe that the way that they're doing things right now is working, even if it's not. And I feel like if there has been a certain ending between you two guys recently, or there has been some kind of a shift in the energy, I feel like it threw this person off, because I feel like this thing made them realize that they have to work on themselves. They have to look within. They have to reflect. They have to understand why they're feeling certain ways. They can't avoid those things, because it comes back and it bites them in the ass. Especially because this person, I feel like they care about you. I feel like they care about you. If they didn't care about anybody in their life, they truly do care about you, because you show up as the abundant energy. You show up as the content energy, as somebody worthwhile, somebody who's worthy of all those good things and pretty things that a person can give you. And because they don't feel in charge of this energy, they don't know how to approach this, they kind of stay stuck. And it's not even that they stay stuck. I feel like they keep moving in their life, but I feel like more and more through this time right now, they're kind of realizing things, or they're forced to kind of like look within, or they have the need or a want to isolate and maybe focus on the better future. But that better future is only like telling them like, this is what you gotta change. This is what you gotta change. And the more that this person ignores this, the more that heavy this cycle becomes for this person, which is quite interesting. You could have triggered somebody's awakening here. Or you could have said something that really stuck with this person. And if you're away from this person and they see that you're thriving, or that you look good, that you're in your energy, that you're vibing, it's also motivating this person even more. But at the same time, it's making them, oh my god, it's not my ear that is like itchy. It's like I don't know, something in my fucking head. I don't even know. It's interesting. Which is right side. It is the right side. It is the masculine side. Oh, this person got to work on the healthy masculinity if they're masculine. If you're inquiring about a feminine, this feminine needs some reflecting on their actions. Like this feminine needs a little bit to reflect on how they show up in this connection that is sabotaging this connection, especially when it's influenced by cloudy emotions or illusions or masks or ego that is just like not right for this connection. And you know, we can't kind of we can trigger somebody's awakenings, but we cannot help them like directly. Like especially if you find that like maybe you can tell somebody sometimes like, this is my advice, but they never take it. It's because they don't want to be helped. Like they believe that they can do it. Like I had a person in my life like this. She was my best friend. She thought that she was always right no matter what. And she saw me as her little therapist, because she would always rant to me and always went to me, which was kind of like draining my energy. But at the same time, I wanted to help her. I was always telling her a more positive approach to things, to life, she never took it. And she kept struggling. And amongst all the other things that I have heard and that I have seen that she was doing behind my back, like, and this is not even about it. I'm sorry. I'm just like, it doesn't even matter. This is not the fucking, it's like, it's the fact that like, we can't, like, for example, like when I first awakened, when I first awakened to all of this knowledge and all of these things, like it comes that first wave of ascension when everything starts clicking and making sense to you, and you're trying to make everybody see that. And you are met with the idea, with the understanding that not everybody will believe you, and that not everybody, like, you cannot help people with this. Like me, you can when you come to a certain evolved point, but trying to make somebody understand that something that they're not willing to see, especially when it comes to this stuff, it's impossible. You know, that man, he said this thing, like, that, like, when you awaken, it's like the kind of pair of glasses that you put on. The take is that you can never take it off, but you also can't make somebody else wear them. So just be aware of that. I feel like their intentions are to work on this. It's interesting, but they need to fucking reflect and they need to fucking grow up. And I feel like for you, my love, it's more important to, I mean, focus on yourself, which is such a boring thing to say. Everybody always say focus on yourself, focus on yourself, but this is giving the energetic space for this person to mind went blank, bro. It's giving them space to think with the brain of theirs that they have in their head, and they're not using that much. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm being like this. I don't know why this reminds me of a certain person. I'm a little bit like repulsed here. Like I feel like maybe you're mad at them, or maybe you're you were at some point, or like they irritate you with the way that they act sometimes. It's not your kind of responsibility to either fix this person or make this person see the things that they don't want to see. However, I feel like the way that you carry yourself and your presence is what actively helps this person. You don't even have to say nothing. You don't even have to say nothing. You could be a walking tower moment for people. You could be a very highly ranked spiritual person. If you resonate with this, you awaken people with your being, with the way that you exist and the way that you are in this world. You don't have to talk about it for people to feel your energy and to kind of want to adjust to your existence, which is a really interesting choice of words. So I feel like not only focusing on yourself, but I feel like if you want this connection, you have to focus on like brighter days, better days, but also have this understanding that there needs to be reflection. There needs to be understanding of the past, forgiving of the past, and moving forward in a way that that gives you the freedom to dream bigger, especially when it comes to this connection. I feel like this person, they might need some time to go through like an ego death. They might even go through a dark night of the soul. I feel like universe, it's interesting, my spirit guides are coming through and they're saying, you know this, you went through this, because I did. And this is a very interesting energy. I was in a connection with somebody who wasn't willing to see things in a way that is maybe more nurturing for them, or like to make them, to make it easier for themselves, right? And so I had to like go through this process because I love this person. I had to go through this whole process of like waiting on them until I stopped waiting and I started focusing on myself full time to be able to establish myself. And in a way where like, while the two of us were apart and I wasn't even thinking of this person, but I was rather thinking about myself, about my future. And like, there was this almost like this sweet feeling in me that like, maybe like one day when I make it, maybe this person can come into my life. Maybe we can meet halfway. It was kind of almost this small motivator in my mind that like, this person will change. There was something in my heart that was telling me like, this person needs time to change and evolve. They will learn their lessons. I am sure that I had impact in this person's life. And I'm not even gonna joke with you. That's the truth right now. The truth is that both me and this person have evolved, and both of us are kind of like in this new stage of being that is more abundant and less conflicted, manipulative, or I feel like both of us don't overthink the shit out of it anymore. We're focused on the 10 of cups, and not only our own cups, but like the cups that we can potentially have together, which is, I feel like, accelerating the energy. And it could potentially bring new beginnings or better days. So, yeah, This person is avoiding some kind of an awakening, and they need to go through this process alone, okay? Which doesn't necessarily, I feel like this person will look at you online. This person will, like, if you have an online presence, they will be stalking you. And this doesn't, like, please don't be the girl or a boy that posts things just for this person to see. Post it for yourself. So yeah. And post only what they want to see if you're already going that way. And something that maybe uplifts, or something that maybe feels really good and awakened. Be careful of what you post, especially if you don't want this person to get any ideas about you having other options, because this is going to push them away. Which, you know, it's your freedom. You can have other options. Who cares? But like, I'm the kind of person that, like, I don't share my experience with, like, love and relationships with the world, because that is, to me, I mean, with the world, with on my social media, because I don't fucking care. Nobody fucking cares about who I'm with. Like, literally, first of all. Second of all, it's kind of like, as a Capricorn Venus, that shit is very private to me. Like, if I was in a relationship, I have nothing wrong. Like, I have no problem with posting my person on my Instagram. Like, I have no problem with showing off. But I like the privacy. I like the little, you know, it's our space. It's our like, and I respect people who respect that. Anyways, I rambled too much, but I believe that when I do, it's somehow significant and somebody will need this. So let's start with the guidance. We have inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Interesting. So definitely devotion to your own path, devotion to yourself, the way that you see yourself, the way that you see the future of this connection is very important. I feel like, especially if in your heart you feel, as I said, that, like, in your heart, if you feel like this person can change, and that you might or might not have, like, effect on it, and that there needs to be some time, you can choose to believe that. There is nothing wrong with that. There is 1, 2, 3, 5 ones on my timer right now. There is something being cooked here. Something, universe is cooking something. All right. 5 ones, shit. One. Anyways, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? If you really want this person, if you knew that there is a better outcome, would you keep working on yourself? Would you keep going on your path? Would you keep focusing on yourself? Don't think about this person too much. If you think about this person, think about the happy times. Think about those 10 of cups, and trust me, magic can happen. I've seen it firsthand. I've seen it firsthand. Please. Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? Again, that energy of nurturing yourself, nurturing your craft, working on yourself. So this energy is really about you, like, focusing your energy on yourself. And when you think about this person, think about the potential that there is in the quantum field, because you can always claim it. And understand that what this person is going through right now is I feel like progression, but also, like, with the 7, 8, and 9 here. Also, we have 9, 9, 10, 10. There is a cycle that is closing out for this person, and they're kind of going through this. I feel like they're going to have this, like, awakening, where, like, because what they have been ignoring can go on for a long time. I feel like there's going to be some kind of a divine intervention here that is going to allow this person to step into their authentic energy, or step into a version of themselves that is worthy of your time right now, or that is not going to cause conflicts, or a version of themselves that is less insecure but more stable, more grounded in who they are. I want to take one more card for some odd reason. Let's see, one more card for advice, please. Okay, 2 more cards. We have deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. Yes. This time away is helpful. The ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So whatever is happening right now, it's happening for both of your guys' highest good. The age of the light. You've been training this for lifetimes. So definitely whatever is happening right now in this connection, in your guys' journey, is essential for your guys' growth. I feel like you will have all the answers in due time. But right now, it's really important to just, like, keep shining on your own, and to keep So have this understanding, you know, everybody are on different paths. We can't control anybody else's paths. We can't make them see the things that they don't want to see themselves. But we can allow them. We can allow them to traverse those terrains on their own, and learn the lessons that you have probably already integrated. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. Thank you for all the support. It means the world to me. I love you so flipping much that I could kiss you right now. Like you're my snacky snack. So yeah, if you have any recommendations for pickapile readings, comment them down below. I would love to do anything and everything, even though there's so many ideas for pickacard readings, but like I'm literally like, I don't even know why my mind goes blank. But I really care about my community, and I care about what you guys want to see. So yeah. Oh my god, girl, and look at that. That came upright, and this one also came upright. So something, divine intervention, trust it, and I'll see you in the next one.